guys, CONNMAN here, and today we are once again back in the stew. I've actually been a fat minute since I've actually been in here, but you guys have been requesting some slot videos, and I figured, I thought of this idea, and I was like, you know what, this would be a fantastic idea. So I'm going to be doing the most diabolical thing ever. Y'all probably going to hate me for it, but I'm building a stanced Hellcat. Y'all cannot tell me to do it, otherwise I'm gonna build a stanced Hellcat and y'all are gonna like it, alright? Now anyways, right here, we are building the good old, now right here, I got a good old narrow body Hellcat, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're going to be using today. Big shout out to Toxo, bro found this and imported it for me and stuff like that. And this thing's actually pretty fire. Textures are all really good. This thing is clean, let me tell you something. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing some we're not going to be doing anything crazy, no body panels, but I'm going to be doing some wheels, some suspension, probably a little bit of texturing. Now, before I get started with this, a lot of you guys actually ask, or you're always wondering where I get my slot parts, how I get my slot parts. Now, most of this stuff in here, people have just sent it to me, or I've found it in other random servers. Another one was the Sutaru, however it's, but they turned their invites off, so they're gatekeeping that, so you guys cannot join that. I have made a slot parts section in my Discord. Show you guys that right now. If you guys didn't know, if you go down to the bottom, there is slot stuff, and this is where people post their slot parts. There's anything you could want in here. Now, before I get started, if you guys can read this, bro, do not have conversations in slot parts. I made slot talk specifically for that. Yo, some of you guys got some hard cars. What? Yo, some of you guys got some hard cars, but I made slot talk specifically so you guys could talk about slot cars, request parts, and send pictures, just like it is being used for now. Now, a lot of you guys have had, I've kind of stopped it, but look at this. A lot of you guys have just been having conversations in here, blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, stop. No conversations in slot parts, please, because I want you guys to be able to use this and easily, like, look at this. Look at all this. So many conversations. I want you guys to be able to easily use this channel, and you don't have to freaking sort through conversations. If you guys want to continue to have slot parts, talk in slot talk and not slot parts. Only send parts. But anyways, without further ado, we're gonna slide into this freaking Stance Challenger Hellcat build right now.
Yo, I'm cheese right now, dog. Yeah.
Alright, so off rip, you guys can see I don't have a chassis on this car. The chassis, it's just non-existent on this car. So I'm gonna be sliding a chassis on this thing. What you want to do is you want to take the chassis tune, the drive seat, and the wheels. I'm going to be putting this all in the body here really quick. Alright, so put that all in the body. Alright, so then you want to paste it into here. Okay, Control-Shift-V, it pastes into. So then now I have the wheels and the drive seat and everything in this car. So then what you want to do first with the drive seat, there's not really a particular order for this. Just kind of do it how you want. I'm going to be sliding the drive seat in first. Now, as you guys know, on some of my cars, my drive seat position is terrible. So I just throw it in and out. And then next you want to throw the wheels in, which there is probably a better way to align this. MRT Dev actually taught me this, bro. Shout out Red Terminator 3000. So why don't I take the wheel and then the body, and you want to do X, Y, Z, and then I think it's local, and then it'll kind of shove it together, and then now it's lined up pretty well. But now I do need to adjust. It's center, which is what I wanted. It's center. It is definitely not center in the wheel wells, though, so we can fix that really quick. Back, I'm going to select both back wheels, hold control, by the way, and kind of just center it, kind of just eyeball it. You need a misc. Now, I didn't take the misc from this car because this one has opening doors. But I actually will probably take the misc from this. I'm going to take the misc from this. I'm going to paste it into here. Now, obviously, you guys can see all the doors, but I'm going to show you guys how to do opening doors, too, as well. Very simple. I just take the stuff off of the other car. But as you can see, this is a 4-door, and I have a 2-door. And also, I do not have an engine bay, which I guess I could just put one in. I could just steal one from this car. But honestly, this is a stance car. We don't need to look at the engine bay. We all know what a Hellcat engine bay looks like. But anyways, first things first, you want to make sure you have a couple things from the previous car. If you already have a car with a chassis on it, and you're transferring the opening door stuff onto the new car, you want to make sure that you grab the misc weld. So you go to chassis tune, you go to initialize and misc weld. You want to go down here. Okay, sometimes the stuff's in the misc weld, sometimes it's not. Now, obviously, this one doesn't have any body parts in the misc weld. But if you go to the body, you guys can see right here, we got motors and trunk motors. That is what powers and like what the door opening stuff runs off of. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's the easiest way I can understand it. This is what you need this in order to get the opening doors. Now, sometimes this is the misc weld, and then all you're going to want to do is copy the door stuff like this. Like, say this is the door thing. You just want to copy all this and put it into your misc weld. I'm going to take the front left, the front right, not the hood. I'm going to take the trunk and the steering wheel. And I'm going to paste that into the body of my car here. And I'm just going to kind of roughly put them in. We'll figure that out in a second. We will figure that all out in a second. So obviously I don't have a rear left door or a rear right door, so I'm just gonna be deleting these. If you delete stuff from the misc or some of these, like what I just did, I don't have back door, so I deleted that. To the body, and then go to the motor script that I actually just imported, and you're gonna want to delete all of that stuff. So this is the hood. I'm not using that, so I delete it. This is the rear left and the rear right door. As you can see, it says rear left, rear right. I want to delete those. I'm not using that. So next thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be deleting all of the parts for the door here, because obviously I don't need all of that door. Next is probably the tedious part. Some cars have it better than others and the doors are already sorted, but this one is just kind of all jumbled up. So all you have to do is go around and make sure to select every single part of the door. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set my studs to 3. Yeah, by the way, also ignore my stew. Everything is really small and I don't know why I haven't been able to fix it. All right, so as we can see, I just got the door all separated. So then what you want to do is hold Alt and it'll select everything in the door here. And then just pick one of them, drag it down, find your misc, put it in the door, and then boom. And then once it's all selected, you can move it back, and you'll be fine. You're going to want to take this front left thing that I imported in the body, and you're going to want to put that just kind of, I guess you can turn your studs off now. Now, sometimes I kind of look at where this one is on this, on the previous car that I took it from, just to kind of get an idea. You can see this one's down lower and it's all in the door. So I'm just going to try to replicate that. There's not really any specific spot for this. I honestly, I just throw it in. Yep, the SS goes in the same spot. Just had to double check that. With the FL still selected, it doesn't matter. You can do the SS first or the FL. I don't really think it matters. I don't know. I've always done either or and it doesn't matter. So I'm going to take the origin position of the FL. I'm going to slap it in the SS of the front left. So now the door should open fine. But I'm going to do the other doors and then have it all work at once. And then if it doesn't work, then... Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how the steering wheel part works. I've barely ever put moving steering wheels in, so this is gonna be new for me. But I'm pretty sure it's just like the trunk and everything. So I took the centermost part of the steering wheel, because you gotta think that's what's gonna rotate. So I'm just gonna put that here, and then also put that on the SS. I'm honestly kind of scared. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I think I did it right, though. Pretty straightforward, but we'll better find out. Scared. So, okay. Off rip, we're good. Off rip, we're good. I think I got everything, because usually if you do something wrong, the car will stay in the air. Like, for example, if you forget to put some misc weld stuff in, the car will stay in the air. So that's a good sign. Don't know where the click detectors are for the door. I'm gonna be honest. I might have to grab those. Let's see. Okay. Heard the sound open for the trunk. I don't know why it's not opening. Oh, there it is. Just had to get in the V. And there we go. Look at that. Trunk opens. Yeah, so check this out. Look, I'm in the other charger, and there's in the front left door. It's literally the entire door is a click detector. So anywhere you click on the door, it'll open. So yeah, I'm going to copy that and also put that in my car, because I am looking idiot and kind of forgot it. Oh, also one big thing that you're going to want to take is sounds. Now, also, I did not take these drag things either. So I'm going to take the engine, exhaust, the drag, and the downforce, and I'm going to put all those in. I'm going to try to replicate it in the same general areas. Forgot to take all of those. But you do want the exhaust in the engine and the stuff. That's to get your sounds. All right, once again, car went on the ground. That's good. Ignore the fitment. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is perfect. Passenger does not have a click detector for some reason. I don't know where that went. Trunk opens. It's laggy. My game is laggy, but this is opening. All right. So that is that. Next, we are going to move on to these orange markers, because these orange markers are honestly butt ugly and hideous. So I'm going to get rid of these. Now, depending on how your car is, sometimes it's literally just a color, and others it's a texture. Most of the time, it is a texture. So I'm going to make sure I have these right ones selected here. Sometimes these are really annoying, but right here, oh, see, mine's just orange. Look at that. So then I can just clear it like that, and then boom, it has cleared both sides too as well for that. Sometimes they're textures, and I showed that in another video where you have to take that, you have to put it into a bot or some other way. I think there's probably other ways to do it, but I usually just put it into a bot And then I put that in Photoshop, and then I just put a black and white filter over it and then adjust it how I want.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, not letting shit go.
I've got a lot of wheels to choose from, and this is gonna take me a second to figure out actually what I'm gonna put on this car to make it look good, but we'll figure that out. All right, so I've got some wheels picked out. I honestly have no idea what I want to put on this car. I'm just gonna put them all on and then figure it out from there. But you guys know how to put wheels on. Obviously, go and delete the previous model. Now, I do have a brake. I do have brakes in here, which I do not want to get rid of. So I'm going to delete everything that I see but the brake, and then we'll be fine. All right. So then you just slap the wheel right in here. I guess I can just ungroup this to keep that the brake. But to place it in there, I take the front right origin position, make sure the pivot is reset on the wheel, and then just slap it in, and then I'm gonna size it a little bit smaller, and then I just kind of slap it. So I'll tell you that right now, I'm not doing these wheels. I'm going to take these off. But, all right, yeah, this thing's got it. This thing's got it. So, as you can see, kill me now. Like, comfort on my computer. But, bro, I want a lot of camber. I'm not going to lie to you. I want a lot of camber. And for me, I like mismatched camber. Like, mismatched as in more in the rear than the front. I don't know why. The car just looks laid out like that. So, I'm going to do, like, -12 in the front. And then, like, -15 in the back. Now, like I said, fart on my computer. I don't care. I'm already building a stance Hellcat, which is one thing. So I might as well go all out. And oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to go in, like, I need to fix this a lot. Oh no. This looks like bagged guys when they drive aired up. Wait a minute. God, that is insane. Now, I gotta say, the wheels are a bit massive. Stop it. Don't! Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know if I'm building a one heck of a V or if I'm building an absolute pile of garbage.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa.
Before we do that, I'm gonna put some calipers and some rotors in here. So I got all these 326 fart things over here. Or no, I'm not. I'm just gonna get the front left, do this, and then I'm gonna select these both. And notice how they're both in this different position. I don't group them and put them together. I'm going to make them separate and then put them like this. Then after that, I'm going to move them into the front left, and then I'll put them in the respective. So if you want the caliper to spin with the wheel, no, you don't want the caliper to spin. That's not good. I want the rotor to spin, the brake disc. So I'm going to put that in the parts. That's suspension fix. No, I'm going to put this in the parts. And then the caliper's like this, but just give me a second, okay? So then next, same thing for the other ones, just right, left. I mean, same thing, just copy it. I know they're in different positions. They're together. It's fine. We'll fix that in a second. Now I'm going to fix the calipers. I'm going to change the stud to 0.1. Oh, it's already on 0.1. So I'm going to flip the caliper, and then I'm going to do one. I'm going to count and see how many until I like it. So that's negative 0.6. And then I'm going to move this back 0.1. So move it back 0.1 and 0.6. You got to remember that. You have to remember that. You have to remember that. So same respected categories. Rotor goes into the parts, caliper, and wheel fixed. And then you just kind of repeat that for the other ones. So I'm going to go to the rear left. All right, there we go. And that's how you get brake rotors and calipers on your V. Now, that looks a lot better. I will say that. All right, so now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink the wheels. Now, it's actually easier. Okay, well, another way you could have shrunk the wheels is if you shrunk them and got them the size before you put them around on all four corners. But it's okay. It actually makes it easier. I'm just going to go to the front left, and I'm going to hold Alt, and then it'll kind of keep the center of it. So I'm just going to do this all around, make sure I take the outside one in the same. And this will lower the entire thing. And you don't do the actual wheels themselves. You do the entire thing. All right, now we're going to go to the suspension and actually lower the car. Now, there's multiple ways you can do this. You can take the body, the misc, and the drive seat and just lower the body. Sometimes I don't really like doing that. I kind of like messing with it in here. Now, first thing I usually try is the sus length. Now, I honestly don't know what all these increments do, and I don't know how they work together. I just kind of start hitting increments and start changing numbers until something works. I'm going to be honest. 2.3, 2.3, and let's see if this thing lowers. All right, so the car lowered, as you guys can tell. Wow, I honestly need a bigger brake rotor and caliper to fill that wheel face. That is bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I got the height and fitment right. Look at this. So, front, I could come out like a little bit more, honestly. I could come out a little bit more. A hair more, and then the rear is weird. It is really, really close to clipping over here, but it is far out over here. So, I'm just going to leave that. That's as good as I can get it. But I'm not going to lie. This thing kind of looks good. Now we are talking. Oh my gosh, bro. Who in the right mind would stance a Hellcat, bro? What's wrong with me?
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, not letting shit go.
I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not, but I am going to paint match the splitter. Oh, dang. I was going to paint match this lower side bottom part, but it is connected to that. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I could just hop in Blender and fix that.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, not letting shit go.
fucking shit on my motherfucking screen.
Alright, bro, after like an hour, I figured out how to fix Blender, or I mean, how to do the Blender and like, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, now my Hellcat is fully paint matched, bro. I separated everything in Blender and pulled it all in here, and bro, I gotta say, I think paint match was the move. Give it a second, it looks bad right now. Fully paint matched, I think this thing actually looks real good. Now, the rear end, I gotta say, it needs like a little bit of black in the diffuser, but the diffuser is not crazy, so. Oh, A6 made these crazy engraved ones. There's also that. I'm gonna put these in. So I'm gonna grab A6's tip right now, and I'm gonna put it in the car. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure the last thing this thing needs, and call this thing a TikTok car, I don't care, but bro, we need some clears, dude. These are like smoked. And honestly, I think that looks a lot better than the clear or the red because it matches the whole black in the back. I'm going to be doing lights. Now, there's multiple different ways you can do this. You can either use, there's epic lights or there's Ched lights. All right, so depends on what the car does, but sometimes I use epic lights and sometimes I use Ched lights. Now, epic lights use meshes on the car to light up, if you will. And then Ched lights just uses like projections to light up the car. But this one has all separated headlights, taillights, and turn signals. So I'm just going to be using epic lights because I like using meshes rather than the projections. It just looks better. But first things first, you want to put the epic lights thing in plugins right here. And then I'm going to head over to, I think I don't really need all of this stuff. This is for like if there's indicators on the doors. I'm going to guess that this is the low beam here. All right, so what you want to do is first drag your headlight, your low beam, whatever light you're using, into the respected channel here. So headlights low. Got this one in here. All right, so for the running lights, I guess there is a running thing in here, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm too lazy to figure all that out. I literally just took out the DRLs and put some neon on them and called it. I think it's this. This is the Hellcat turn signal, I think. I'm just gonna, wait, that's oh, wait, no. Oh, no, rear right. Oh, okay. And then now, I'm gonna put these inside ones, because these are also part of the lights. I'm gonna put these in the trunk. Oh, they're connected too, so that's good. Okay, so, all right, I'm just gonna assume that the rear brake lights on a Hellcat are also, so I'm gonna take these, and what should happen is the brakes will go brighter than the actual lights. So I'm gonna dupe this, and I'm going to put this in brake. All right, so what it says in here is you take these, you duplicate them, and then you name the duplicated to LN. So all I did was Control D, and then I went down here, I'm going to name it LN all caps. I'm going to do that with every single one. All right, so this is also the old body. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new, or actually, you know what I can do? Since there's nothing in here, I'm just going to take this entire TK, put it in here, and then I'm going to rename it to, paint. And then that is just the extra trunk stuff. Thing I completely forgot. The L in here, these are the actual lights. So you want to take these and line them up. So I'm going to take this one. This is the actual headlight. I'm going to take this for the headlight in the low beam. I'm going to take this and line up the arrow, the actual headlight here. So I'm going to do it like this. This is what actually projects the light. Completely forgot. I don't know how I forgot to do that, but you kind of just line it up roughly like this, basically, and then once you turn the lights on, it'll project out onto the floor. So that is definitely something you need.
What?
Can you make some ice with the ice maker?
I'm kind of busy right now.
Really? What are you doing?
I'm in a Call of Duty match.
All right, got all of the lights placed. I'm gonna be honest, this looks like a whole bunch of crap. Like, look at all this. Because this is where all the turn signals, the reverse lights, the brake, like, that's everything. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to be honest. All right, off rip. What the heck is going on here? What is happening to my trunk? Okay, so I think the trunk was twisted. The SS in the trunk was twisted, the one that I just got. So I just rotated it a bunch of times until it worked. So that's it. All right, interesting. The lights are illuminating, which is good, but the meshes are not right. I think sometimes you have to push out the duplicated mesh a little bit more than the one inside. So let's test the lights. Oh, the lights work. Look at that. Oh, that's okay. Oh. All right. So I'm not really too sure why the trunk lights are not working. All right. Well, turn signals are working. Brake lights are working. Headlights work. Just the trunk does not work. I don't really care about the trunk. Whatever. Oh my god. Bro, the turn signals come on with The headlights. Are we being for real? Oh my gosh, wait. The config. Trunk lights is false. No way. Is this how... Oh yeah, look at that. Reverse lights work. Brake lights work. Turn signal. The game's loading. Give it a second. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, that's magnificent. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the good old final product of my absolutely ruined Hellcat. Now, I gotta say, I think this thing actually turned out pretty well. This thing actually looks really good. Now, everybody and their mother does the same thing to a Hellcat. You know, drag pack, fast, stupid, monkey fart, DRL. This thing actually looks pretty good. You know, it's different. But let me know what you guys think down below in the good old chat of my Hellcat. Or the chat. Wait a minute. Comment. But if any of you can help me fix why the turn signals and the headlights come on at the same time, that'd be great. I don't know why it does that, but it is what it is. But, dude, this thing actually looks really good. Now, I need to adjust the height a little bit. It is kind of raked. I don't even know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But if you guys have any other video ideas for slot cars, let me know down below in the comments as well. I always like making slot cars, and I'll be glad to make slot car videos for you guys. But, yo, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate every single one of you watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!